welcome to Sonia Podcast. I have to redo this one because this is another one that went out today and you can't hear anything. You just hear ads. This is really frustrating that I have to actually come back and redo all of these. The last two. Let me just say that. The last two. Because for some reason when speakers distribute them, you just hear ads and you don't hear me talking or the people that I had interviewed talking. So this is from he's a mayor. He's gonna tell you about the things that we're gonna have to. It's gonna be very scary in 2023 because a lot of laws are gonna be changing and a lot of things are gonna be changing. So I'm actually going to let you hear this.
Following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal.
So y'all heard that now if people trespass on your property, the officers will not come and remove them. I don't know if, I know in certain states, especially in the South, that if someone was to trespass on your property, they can take further action. So I don't know if that's still going on. They also have these new laws coming out with employment where now they're sticking a lot of people in jobs that there was a time when you can give them your 2-week notice or you can just leave the job. Now they're coming out with you actually have to, say if you decide that they're not paying you enough money and you just up and quit. If you had training on that job, they can actually charge you up to $7,000 for the training, even if the training was free. So there's a lot of laws that's going to be taking place in 2023 that's going to really affect us as people. Not the fact that we already went through 2020 with everything being bad, and 2021 got bad, and 2022 is no better. Like it's like as the times are coming by, it's getting worse. There's going to be a lot of changes for a lot of things that you're just going to have to look out for, and you're going to have to listen for and read. Pick up a newspaper sometimes, turn on the news, read certain articles. Like, you're going to have to pay attention, because if a lot of things slip you and you're not paying attention, or you're not reading about it, or you're not listening about it, you're going to be lost, and there's going to be just a lot of, how to say this, you're going to have a lot of problems. And the thing about that is, I don't even know if you're going to be able to say, well, I didn't know this, or, I wasn't aware of this, because they are actually right now in 2022 making it public for all of us to know what is really going on. They making articles, they making videos, they just coming out with what's going to happen in the upcoming years. So you need to actually really pay attention. And I'd like to thank you for listening to my podcast. And I do apologize for this again. Even though it was not my fault, I'm not taking no blame in this, because like I said, when I listened to my podcast yesterday, I can hear it. like I can hear what's being said. So for it to be distributed and y'all as the people cannot hear it, all you hear is some ads. I don't understand that either. But anyway, please, you can call me here at sv766752@gmail.com. You can follow me at son.ia9795 Instagram, Sonia Santiago, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest. Please go listen to my Son Sounds album on Apple, Spotify. Follow Sounds on Instagram. Follow TJVULCAIN on Instagram. Please read her book, Black Girl in Orange. Follow Miss Carr Instagram. She's an affirmation. Actually, she has a whole podcast herself and a whole like she bees on social media, especially Instagram live every morning with affirmations. And who else? Follow King Flex on SoundCloud. It's a young guy. Have music. Follow Female Reform on Instagram. They're a business. They have nice vintage clothes. And thank you and have a blessed night.